Does Amazon favors their own product? Well, this is one of the most common question and confusion among all of those sellers who are selling their products on Amazon, who are working on the model of dropshipping, retail arbitrage, or Amazon wholesale. So in this short video, I'm going to be answering that question in detail with explanation. So stay tuned with me in this video if you want to know the answer of that question. So as you can see that this is my 1 week sales, and if I put the filter for past 1 year and click on apply, so you can see that this is my 1 year sales. You can see that throughout the year I got consistent sales, and my sales actually increased in December, which was Christmas season. So around 150k was the revenue, and a cool thing about this is that the PPC spend was very less for the lifetime. So basically I don't do any magic, I only use common sense and use some tips and tricks which I've already explained you in these videos. So if you also want to learn all of those tips, tricks and strategies, you can just go on my Amazon playlist on YouTube and learn all the tips for free just to get the revenue like this. Alright guys, so as you can see here, I'm on my laptop right now, and from here I've opened Amazon website. So let's just search for any product which we can take as an example to explain my point in this video. So let's just search for Rubbermaid food storage container. So after typing and searching that keyword, Rubbermaid food storage container, I can see many of the listing on which I can find that product. So if I scroll down, so I can see these are the listing for this product, and if I'm a wholesale FBA seller or drop shipper or retail arbitrage seller, then these are some of the hot listings for me, because I can see there are many of the sellers selling on these listings, like 3 sellers are selling on this listing, 7 are selling on this listing, and 3 are selling on this listing. So all of those listings on which more than one FBA seller are selling are the listing on which you can also sell as a wholesaler or retail arbitrage seller. So the process is simple. If this listing is good, you can see that having too many sales, like more than 1000 sales per month, and this listing is having 77,000 reviews and having $43 selling price, that means the performance of this listing is very good. And if you source that particular product from the Rubbermaid wholesaler, so you can actually buy 10, 20 or maybe 50 units and start selling on the same listing. So that model is called Amazon wholesale model. But in this whole scenario, in this whole story, the main problem comes when you search for any product and you scroll down and you can see this batch on the listing says sold by Amazon. So that means if 3 sellers are selling on this listing, so from these 3 sellers, 1 is Amazon itself and 2 are other sellers. So at this point, most of the sellers get worried. Like Amazon is a big giant, big company, and they are the owner of that system. So if they start selling a product on a listing on which Amazon is already selling or Amazon is already getting sales, so is it possible for them to sell on the same product listing? Or if they do so, will they get sales or not? Because everyone knows that if a listing is having more than 1 seller, just like this listing having 7 sellers, so the sales only come to 1 seller who is having a buy box. So in these kind of listing, winning a buy box is too much important, because if a seller is having a buy box, then he will get sales. But if he is not having a buy box, then he will not get the sale. The sale will go to that seller who is having a buy box. So that can be a confusion for the seller, like if they see one FBA seller and one Amazon seller, like sold by Amazon. So they think that if Amazon is a seller, so Amazon is a system. And if they start selling on this listing, so they will not get sales because Amazon is having the buy box and Amazon will get all of the sales. But in reality, that is not the truth. That is completely wrong, because this whole system of Amazon FBA is based on the performance of the seller. If the seller is having good performance, good reviews, good ratings, and delivering good quality products on time, then obviously they will also get the buy box. Because Amazon want their customer to be happy, and their customer will be happy if they will get a quality product at reasonable price and reasonable time. So the whole competition is about the performance. If you are the seller and you're selling a good products, good quality products at good price, and your store is having a good rating like 4.7 star or 4.8 star and many of the reviews, then obviously your listing will also get the buy box and you will also get the sales. And if you want to learn about the distribution of buy box, like what are the factors on which Amazon basically rewards the buy box to the seller, then you can just go on the description of this video where I have put the link of one of my video which says how to get the buy box on Amazon. This is the video. So if you watch that video, so you will be able to learn like what are the main factors on the base of which Amazon rewards a seller a buy box. Because as you can see here on this listing, there are 7 sellers. So if only 1 seller get the buy box, so what other 6 sellers will do? Why they are selling on this listing? So they are basically selling on this listing is because the buy box rotates among the sellers throughout the day. Like for example, if seller number 1 is having the buy box in the morning, then maybe in the afternoon after 2 or 3 hours, seller number 2 is having the buy box, and in the evening seller number 3, and so on. So basically Amazon rotates the buy box among the seller based on their performance, based on their pricing, and based on some other factors too. So if you want to learn those factors in detail, you can just watch my buy box video. And for now, for this video, the answer of this question is Amazon do not favor their own product at all. And Amazon gives chance to every seller to get sales and show their performance and grow their listing on Amazon. And if you scroll down on the same page, we can just find out some other listing as well on which we can see many of the seller. You can take the example of these 3 listings. So on the listing number 1, we can see 4+ FBA seller and sold by Amazon. So on this listing, there are more than 4 FBA sellers present and Amazon system itself selling on this listing. But if we check out the second listing, so there is no Amazon present, but there are more than 10+ FBA sellers present. And if you scroll right, so on this listing, you can see that 2 FBA sellers and 1 Amazon. And on the fourth one, we can see 5 FBA sellers. So I hope at this point you are hearing the answer of your question that Amazon do not favor their own product. Because if Amazon do so, then why these 4 sellers are selling on this listing and wasting their products and money? So if at this point you are not selling your products on the listing on which Amazon itself is selling, so right after watching this video, I say that you must go on that listing again and check out that if your product pricing is matching with that selling price and you can think that you can get profit, so you can just start selling on that same listing without any worry of Amazon favoring their products. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video and learned something great from it. So if you find my content really informative and helpful for you, then make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel as well, so you can watch more and more videos like this in future. Let's meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye.